Okay, so since the voting is concluded, we can fairly move to the next session. And just a quick insight from the discussion Theo hosted previously, it's really, I have the feeling that fintech is everywhere right now.
Actually, fintech is eating the world.
So we're delighted now to dig even deeper into this topic and invite on our stage a special guest today, Marni Krupa, Head of FinTech Europe at Visa.
I strongly encourage you to participate in the QA session with Marni, get valuable insights, and who knows, maybe your startup could be the next unicorn.
Marni, it's great to have you online now. So what's next in FinTech? Is Marni here with us? Hello.
Hello, Marni.
I am.
Hi, nice to have you with us. It's an honor to have you with us. Tell us what's next in FinTech.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. And I'm not sure if someone's on with the slides, but I can start talking and we can jump there. But thank you so much for inviting me, for the warm introduction, and thanks to everyone for joining in. I wish I could have been there in person. But it's been impressive to hear the diverse and innovative perspective so far. And I'm very excited to listen in on the panelists later today who will, I'm sure, provide something new and different as well. But before we speak to them, I've got the pleasure to highlight some of the more recent payment trends that we've seen in the post-COVID era. If you jump to the third slide, please. Before jumping into the trends, I actually just wanted to introduce everyone to Visa. Visa is, of course, one of the most recognizable brands in the world, but a lot of people don't understand what we actually do. So who are we? Visa is a world leader in digital payments. Our mission is to connect the world through an innovative, reliable, and secure payment network that enables individuals, businesses, and economies to thrive. And at the heart, Visa makes payments work. We provide the foundational connectivity and the payment technology that brings together individuals, businesses, and governments in over 200 countries and territories to enable money to move securely to anyone, anywhere. And we do this by connecting a wide variety of partners and different institutions. And you can see a few numbers here. There's over 3.5 billion Visa credentials around the world, either physical cards or digital tokens. They're issued by 15,000 banks, depository institutions, fintechs, traditional financial institutions, and those 3.5 billion credentials are accepted at more than 70 million merchant locations, from the largest retailer to the smallest micro enterprise. Everybody has access to the same global network, which levels the playing field and again allows us to enable money movement to anywhere and to anyone. So if you move to the next slide, please. As we all know, on a global scale, the last 18, 20 months or so have been challenging and transforming in both positive and negative ways. And we'll probably never be the same. We've seen unprecedented shifts in behavior, in emotion, in physical institutions and financial trends as well. And to highlight a few of those before jumping into the financials, what we've seen is that in general, from a behavioral perspective, people may not be as comfortable attending large events in person at the moment, but they are consuming content in the virtual and the digital world, just as we are today. So for you as a fintech business owner, there's more mediums, there's more conduits to engage in your audience to reach your consumers. And on the emotional and sentiment side, we're seeing that sense of hopefulness return, and also a desire from consumers to feel more connected, and the expectation that brands will bring people closer together, which can have a huge impact on the way that you message and what you message to potential consumers. And finally, I think top of mind for all of us is there's been a massive shift in how people transact and pay and consume. So I want to actually spend the bulk of the time discussing some of those trends. So if you just jump to the next slide. What we've seen, again, COVID changed everything, and the payment world isn't immune to that at all. We saw at Visa, that COVID has accelerated 5 key trends, and I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes or so diving into those. But at the macro level, while the trends sort of manifest themselves differently across individual markets, we think at the macro level, they're applicable and relevant across the board. So the first trend, we saw an incredible leap forward for e-commerce off the back of a massive accelerated adoption of digital payments. So to bring that to life a bit more, in the first 12 weeks of the pandemic, Spain's e-commerce segment doubled its share of overall retail sales, which, to put that into perspective, that's a threshold or a magnitude that took the previous 5 to 10 years to achieve. And across Europe, over 20 countries saw 40% or higher year-over-year increase in e-commerce transactions. So we've seen as high as 100% growth in Greece, 90% in the Netherlands, and 75% in Czech Republic. And while consumers are using e-com channels more frequently and for a greater share of their overall spend, as a response to this consumer behavior and increased demand, merchants are also expected to increase their spending related to online capabilities by double digits. The second trend I want to dive into is account-to-account payments, which is gaining momentum everywhere across Europe. But one of the most prominent examples comes from the UK, where faster payments is the real-time payment infrastructure, and that is continuing to grow faster than traditional card payments in the UK. So what we know from our perspective at Visa is that account-to-account payments has seen incremental changes and developments over the last few years, from transaction limit increases to being able to pay with your mobile number to now the increasing participation from non-banks. And this is all helping to drive competition, to bring innovation into the market. And as a result, account-to-account payment transactions are growing twice as fast as cards. And we're seeing this, we're calling this the new way to pay, and we know that it's going to continue to gain in popularity and usage around the region. And related to that, this presentation would be missing something if I failed to mention open banking. So open banking, while it's still relatively new, we are starting to see more and more players emerge across Europe. The primary objective of open banking is to empower customers, to ensure consumer choice, and to allow third parties to enable more tailored products and services that are relevant for new customers. So open banking is a great opportunity. It's paving the way for new entrants, for new products, for new services, and we're still in the early days. So it's an exciting space to watch, and one that we at Visa are proud to be a part of. The third trend, again, if I didn't mention it, it wouldn't be complete, crypto. So I think crypto is now close to, if not over, 3 trillion in market cap. So it's really simply too big to ignore. The concept of cryptocurrency dates back as far as the 1980s, but I think what we all know and sort of where the journey really began is with the emergence of with Bitcoin in 2008. And since then, there's just been a lot of momentum and investor attraction in the crypto space. And today there's over 10,000 cryptocurrencies worldwide and counting. As many of you know, there are 4 main types of digital assets: cryptocurrencies, stablecoins, CBDCs, and the newest phenomenon, NFTs, Visa was really excited to purchase a CryptoPunk a few months ago at this point, and just get started, just to learn more about NFTs and just be a part of that journey alongside all the fintechs and crypto players that are pushing the envelope. Beyond the assets themselves, what we're seeing is that crypto companies have started positioning themselves in the market as the next generation of neobanks. They're large, they're growing quickly, they're already profitable, which is unique in itself, and they're bringing new products and innovation to the market very quickly. And I think perceptions are starting to shift, maybe slowly, but they are starting to shift. Whereas many people thought crypto cards and crypto assets were risky, today, we're seeing that crypto is attracting more and more interest and gaining greater acceptance among the average retail consumer. One of the most, important and interesting developments that we've seen is the rise of crypto-backed reward programs, which are even more lucrative, offering more lucrative rewards than traditional card products. Some of these crypto-backed programs are offering as much as 5 to 6% back on a debit card in Europe, which is unheard of if you know this space. But crypto companies are using these card programs to engage and acquire new customers to their platform, and so just giving them something to reward for that new acquisition. And finally, to end this point on crypto, it goes without saying that even though crypto is still nascent and still emerging, there's been tremendous growth in the user base, the level of activity, and the number of new products and services that are being developed. And Visa is proud to be at the forefront of this growth. We have over 35 partners issuing Visa credentials and enabling the currency usage. And this is really just the beginning of crypto. We think neobanks, fintechs, and even traditional financial players will embrace digital currencies and crypto products over the next few years. And we're, again, proud to be a part of that journey. The fourth trend is buy now, pay later, which we've heard a little bit about in some of the pitches before. But buy now, pay later is also gaining traction. It offers a real win-win for both consumers and merchants. So consumers can tap into new forms of borrowing, but merchants also enjoy higher conversions, higher ticket sizes, so benefits on both sides. And COVID has really accelerated demand and the desirability of BNPL services. Today, to give you a little bit of stats to bring it to life a bit more, today Europe makes up about 20% of the overall global installments market. And within that, buy now, pay later is the smallest, but the fastest growing segment at 8% share and 36% year-over-year growth. And around the world, buy now, pay later is projected to double its share to 14% of all e-com payments by 2024. So when you consider that growth rate combined with the rise of e-commerce in general, which we talked about earlier, and the emergence of many, many new BNPL entrants to the market, this is also a really exciting high growth space to watch. And then finally, the last trend to bring to your attention is the rise of digital wallets. We've seen digital wallets and digital banking they're a global phenomenon, and Europe has seen rapid growth in both the number of domestic wallets, but also the number of people using them. Today in Europe, there are more than 35 wallets live, and there's been a rapid uptake in the usage among the population. So for example, over 80% of the population in the Nordics actively uses some form of digital wallet, while about 30% of Spanish consumers have adopted one. And that number is growing, steadily growing everywhere. In addition, we're seeing that these wallet players are evolving the products and services that they're offering to consumers. So typically a wallet provider will start out by offering a P2P payment option, and then it grows into e-com, point of sale payments, and then eventually might add other cross-border or cross-wallet product features. So we think that wallet players will continue to emerge and also continue to diversify and innovate their offerings to meet changing and evolving consumer demands. So those are the 5 trends that we're seeing today in post-COVID payments world. Really thank you for your attention. If you can just go to the last slide. Here, we just wanted to leave you with the message that, we at Visa are here to help and support your fintech, whether it be providing our expertise in payments, leveraging some of our marketing capabilities, accessing some of our data or insights. Let us know how we can help make your business successful. If you need help, please visit us at partner.visa.com or email us at fintech@visa.com, and we'll be glad to support you. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate your time and interest, and handing it back over to you guys.
Thank you, Marnie, for outlining those trends and the hot upcoming future of fintech. I would like to ask you only one question, which is, what is the most valuable and meaningful thing you're getting from working with early stage startups, standing from the standpoint of Visa?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I mean, for me, I think that the one thing that comes top of mind is just, the perspective and the fresh new ideas that we're getting. I mean, Visa's been around for over 60 years, and there's a lot of innovation that happens internally at Visa that we're very proud of, but being closer to new entrants to the market, it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you fresh, it gives us interesting, relevant, innovative ideas to also act on, and it allows us to help, if we're partnering with you, it allows us to help collectively scale that new innovation and really transform the market. So, I mean, I think it's just about maintaining relevancy and maintaining closeness to where the innovation is really happening. And that's the exciting part about working closely with startups.
Thank you, Marnie. Thank you for joining us and sharing with us your insights. We continue on in presenting the interesting startups in the fintech field with us here live. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our second batch pitching is waiting at the start line. So, Frisbo from Romania is waiting. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Bogdan, it's your turn.
What motivates me in this job is the fact that we get to help businesses get out of their initial boundaries, initial territories, and be able to expand cross borders in different countries. Well, from my point of view and also from my experience, to be an entrepreneur is kind of like a roller coaster experience. You experience a lot of ups and downs. And the downs are really stressful, and you don't know if you're going to have a company anymore at one point. And then the ups are like really amazing because you get very excited about things that are going on, and you feel like you can do anything. So it's quite a journey. The biggest asset we have is the network of warehouses, of fulfillment capacities that we have built across Europe. And this asset allows us to offer a fulfillment service with which any online shop can basically sell anywhere and deliver really fast and really cheap. In the past 6 months, we really moved from, let's say, relatively local company operating in Romania and Hungary, a bit in Moldova, bit in Poland, to a company that seems that is going to be able to scale worldwide. So we basically evolved from, let's say, a concept that has been validated to a fully operating company which is expanding regionally.
If you have an online store, you would typically start selling in your own country. But as you grow, other countries may become new opportunities. As you sell further, your costs and delivery time grow bigger, and you become less competitive. What if you could actually reach clients in any country fast and cheap? Frisbo connects local fulfillers into a single international fulfillers network, helping you do micro delivery in every country you want to sell in. You have access to a plug-and-play fulfillment program integrated with all major e-commerce platforms and marketplaces. With Frisbo, customers everywhere are within a click.
Thank you, Bogdan, for taking your seat on this roller coaster. We move on to the second startup in the second pitching session. It's my pleasure to invite Serdar, the co-founder and CEO of Hasso, to pitch now.
My name is Serdar Kodal. I am the co-founder of Hasso, Buy Now Pay Later system. Hasso is a buy now pay later system, but after every but, there is something important coming afterwards, and I truly believe that it's important that it's not only a buy now pay later system, but also a customer and risk management platform with, of course, merchant and consumer front ends, which enables merchants to penetrate buy now pay later system without any pre-existing credit relationship. It's very important. We have the credit scoring at the beginning of the process. We have a buy now pay later system at the middle, and we also have an account management at the end of it. We have a focus on growing globally, and Visa can answer that problem very easily, because I know that Visa has a lot of connection with the buy now pay later systems in different regions, and I believe we can have some strategic partnership with them. And also we can focus on making the unbanked population the cardholder through the Visa system, which will help us also. Our main focus is growing together with the strategic partnership with Visa in the unbanked population through the buy now pay later system that we have, which is Hasso, Hemen Al Sonra Öde. They have a very good program that we have a lot of training sessions, for example, and I felt like I'm in the school again, and which was a wonderful school for me because we had a lot of good instructor in the program. We are learning from preparing to pitch deck to financial planning, a lot of things which helped me to grow my business actually. And also they have a mentorship, for example. One of them I got into was UX, UI mentorship, and I got a lot of benefit out of it, which was very important for me. Also they have investment days like the Borderless Day. I met with a lot of companies, a lot of investors in that program, such as Aktif Bank, Deniz Bank, Akbank, 212. It was a hard time for me to sit down with them without having any knowledge of it, and with the help of that program I had my voice bigger in front of them, which was very important also. It helped to grow my business.
Hasso is the first buy now, pay later solution in Turkey. It is an important player that plays an active role in the life of both the merchant and the customer. Even if you don't have a credit card or your credit card limit is full, consider a way to continue your shopping. And also, you can pay your shopping in installments with your debit card. It is also a solution for unbanked population to be part of e-commerce shopping journey. The customer makes their purchases from the brands where Hasso applies and selects Pay Later as the payment method in the last step, fills the necessary information, approves the contract, and chooses his own installment plan, and it's done. We also subject merchant to credit bureau inquiry to provide the customer with an appropriate limit and to protect merchant from the risk of non-payment. The customer enters the Hasso confirmation code sent by credit bureau to the system. After receiving the approval, we send him an email with the installment plan. Starts payment after 1 month. With Hasso, you can make payments through many channels such as credit card, debit card, prepaid card, money order, EFT, PTT, UPT, and mobile payment. We send him a reminder message 2 days before the payment day and ensure his controlled progress. All collection processes such as phone calls and SMS reminders for customers with due dates are carried out by Hasso. Hasso acts not only as a payment method for the merchant, but also as a marketing tool that increases sales. You can download the Hasso application where you can track your payments and limit and find the companies which Hasso can be used from App Gallery, App Store, and Google Play. Hasso, both on good days and on the days you want to be good.
Thanks, Serdar. Now it's Norma from Turkey and Hakan, its CEO and co-founder, are joining the pitching session now. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Hakan Gonca. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Norma. Norma is a digital banking and financial management platform for sole traders, freelancers, and micro SMEs. We offer business accounts, financial management tools, and invoicing solutions in one platform to help business owners save time and money while doing their business. The Visa Innovation Program helped us in 3 main ways: access to mentors and experts in Turkey and outside Turkey, connection to the Visa team, and also connection and networking with investors. During our mentor sessions and our expert sessions, we were able to find great global contacts and work closely with them to build our international expansion strategy and also get good contact with international markets. Working with the Visa team allowed us to launch our Visa card product during the program and hopefully start a successful card operation with their support. Through contact with the Visa Innovation Program and the headquarters team, we were able to network with multiple investors and close our seed funding round in the last 3 months, working closely with both our teams. We divide our future plans into 3 areas. First is to launch our product in Turkey, grow our offering and our customer base, and also expand our product into international markets. The most critical task initially for us is to launch our product during the program, which is coming in the next couple of weeks. After that, we want to be able to expand our customer base in Turkey to over 1,000 customers and also grow our offerings to these customers. And finally, in the long run, we want to be able to build a cross-functional and cross-regional digital banking solution targeting our users in different markets.
Welcome to Norma. With Norma, you can manage your business finances more easily than ever. Opening a business current account, sending and receiving payments, sending invoices, establishing a company, and various financial management tools and services. Whatever you can think of, Norma has it. Our aim is to make your work easier and quicker, so we wanted to welcome you with a dashboard for you to easily and quickly follow all relevant information and actions. The first thing you need to do is to complete the Norma onboarding process. Complete the easy registration process in minutes. If you don't have a company, we will even help you establish a new company. Free of charge business current account with multiple currencies. Money transfers are one of the most critical parts of business life. With Norma, you can easily send and receive money from bank accounts without paying any fees. You will also have the Norma card free of charge. Connect your card to your account and start spending with contactless payments at any Visa merchant, wherever you are in the world. Here is another Norma feature that will make it easier for you to manage your business. What would it be like to control all your spending and income in one place? Easily and automatically track your payables and receivables and assign categories to all payments and invoices. Norma will help you keep track of your business and track cash flow. Send an invoice online and from anywhere and get paid faster. Norma's full features are available on mobile and web. Use at your convenience.
Thank you, Hakan. It looks like you made the most out of your participation in the program. Next in line are Parkadoro from Greece. John, the stage is yours.
Parkadoro was created out of a real need. Our company's main product is Parkaround, which is a booking platform for car parks in the city center or at the airport. Many of our partners were using pen and paper, which made it challenging to integrate with them and inform them of their bookings. So we created an ERP that connects to our booking engine, while at the same time it services their business needs. Currently, EV charging is trending, and we are looking at ways to integrate the charging and billing process of an electric vehicle into Parkadoro. The most difficult thing we are doing even today is educating the market, explaining why digital transformation is essential. We are not battling the question, what software should I use, but do I need software? Our biggest asset is our domain knowledge. We know the parking industry by heart, and we understand it. We plan on working towards a contactless parking experience and allow car parks that don't have high-end equipment to provide one for their customers. Failing most of the times is either due to the team or the execution. Our core team is strong. We have known each other for 13 years and counting. If we fail, it would be because of execution. We joined the Visa Innovation Program for the networking opportunities that allow us to connect with experts and shape a better product. Connecting with experts is critical in accelerating our development and our market reach. For any future participant, do your research, define the goals you want to get out of the program, and go for it.
Welcome to Parkadoro, the parking software for next-generation car parks. Today, there are tens of thousands of small, medium car parks that operate with pen and paper or outdated software. Usually, parking software is being bundled with expensive hardware, and for those car parks, that kind of investment doesn't make sense. Their options to digitally transform their business are extremely limited. That's why we created Parkadoro, a cloud-based ERP specifically designed for the needs of the parking industry. It offers everything a car park needs to efficiently operate. Parking attendants can log vehicles coming in and out, print receipts, and offer monthly parker schemes. The management team has access to powerful reporting and can get remotely real-time data about their business, like how many cars are currently parked and what are today's sales. You can use Parkadoro through a PC, tablet, mobile phone, or even through a POS device. Parkadoro is also extensible. It can connect to a camera and automate the process of logging a vehicle coming in and out. And the best part is, no barrier is required. With Parkadoro, this is how parking attendants log a vehicle coming into the car park. This is how they log a vehicle coming out of the car park and issuing a receipt to the user. And here is an insightful report that shows the management team occupancy rates of the car park throughout the week. They can now take educated decisions about their business. Parkadoro is trusted by hundreds of car parks and processes millions of parking transactions. Do you operate a small, medium car park looking for software to simplify your work? Do you operate a valet parking service? Get in touch with us today.
Thanks, John. Great advice for the new applicants. Now, who is next? A virtual round of applause to Rila from Bulgaria and Sonia, its CEO. Sonia, welcome.
In the industry that we operate, in the industry with financial apps and with fintech products, one of the main trends is to be able to offer to the customer a complete portfolio of financial services. But the challenge actually is to offer them in a very personalized and customized way, so that our customers can feel that they are treated in a very fair way. And this feeling to be treated in a fair way comes when you feel that you use a tailored for you product. The most difficult part in running the project from human resource perspective is to align the expectations and, I would say, the dreams of the business people with the more hands-on approach of the developers. From a technology perspective, This is a project with extreme complexity, and it is a really tough job to make all the integrations in the project. Well, it was, I would say, impressive journey in the program. Another very important thing for us from the Biz Innovation program was the mentoring process with our mentor. I would say this helped us a lot to focus, to concentrate on what is really very important for us in our near future. Last but not least is also the networking that we are making with all the other startups that are included in the Biz Innovation program, and with some of which I believe we can also partner in the future.
Meet Rilla, the mobile app for all your financial needs. You can send money, pay bills, shop easily, and even take a loan. A loan that you are in control of. Isn't that awesome? Your credit limit is available in just a few minutes. No more waiting at the bank or signing countless papers, because Rilla is already here. You can withdraw from your limit at any time. You select the amount and date for each installment, while only the interest is due at the beginning of the month. There are no fees if you don't use the limit, which is available whenever you need it. Rilla gives you 2 IBAN accounts without monthly fees and free money transfers in the app. Yes, you heard me correctly, without any fees. The coolest thing is the money arrives immediately and you don't have to wait until the next day. Yes, I had the same expression when I found out. But that's not all. You can have virtual as well as plastic debit cards added to your Rilla account. All this happens on your phone. Download Rilla and feel free to manage your money with ease.
Thanks, Sonia. I agree. Most of the problems in the world really come from unmet expectations. So let's move on to the next startup. And I really love when the session ends in a beautiful way. So let's welcome Burcu from Soli Club from Turkey. Burcu, the stage is yours.
Hello, my name is Burcu Tüzün. I am an electronics engineer. I am the co-founder of SoliPay. We are an engineering company. We offer solutions to universities, government institutions, factories, libraries, and municipalities with the software and hardware we have developed. We had the opportunity to benefit from the experience and knowledge of the great mentors. The knowledge we gained about new markets gave us a beneficial vision to globalize our product. We met with the global mentors, which gave us inspiration about global markets and next steps of our products. We already have made and also planned many updates from the design to the user experience. We want to make our existing 3 million campus card users a SoliPay user. Universities are increasingly moving away from plastic ID cards, allowing students to use mobile IDs in and out of campus. We have already integrated 12 campuses and SoliPay users are rapidly increasing. Students who use the application are very happy as they don't lose their cards anymore and have great benefits. We are very excited to work with more campuses locally and globally. We started to develop our new super app Soli Club, of which SoliPay is also a part, will be much more innovative and competitive.
Soli Club is a mobile application where university students and staff can make all kinds of payments within the campus with their smartphones and pass through turnstiles and gates. Students and staff using Soli Club can meet all their needs on campus with their smartphones without the need for a physical school ID card. After becoming a member of the Soli Club mobile application, users can quickly pass by scanning the QR code at points such as cafeteria turnstiles, dormitory doors, and elevators on campus. In addition, they can make secure and contactless payments at points such as social facilities, cafeterias, and parking lots. Users who do not use a debit or credit card can easily apply for the cards of contracted banks through SoliPay. In addition, Soli Club users have many advantages outside the campus, such as special discount campaigns, digital product sales, use as a transportation card in contracted provinces, and attendance and grade tracking with one click. Soli Club users say goodbye to physical cards on campus. Our users, who can solve all their needs on campus with their smartphones, do not have to carry their physical cards. Campuses are rapidly going digital. Mobile campus card system Soli Club is actively used on many campuses. In this innovation process, universities are rapidly digitizing their campuses.
Thank you guys, amazing startups, amazing people. Really thank you for presenting the amazing work that you do. And now it's time to vote.
Yes, it's time to vote. This time, the second batches Unicorn, Mars Conqueror, and Salvage Startup.
So I hope now that the platform is working, hopefully, so you will be able to vote. Do we have a confirmation from the tech team?
Yeah, it's
Great.
working.
It's working. So guys, now it's your turn. Go to Hopin, click the tap polls on your right and choose the favorites. And keep in mind that you only have 1 minute.
60 seconds. Now, the second voting session is closed.
Yes.
Finito. Finished. Край. Свърши. And you can't pivot your strategy.
Which is not the case with the startups, as I understood from the participants in the next panel.
Sabina Babaeva from Headquarters, the Visa Innovation Program leading partner in Turkey, invited Valery Petrov, partner at 11, Yanis Kordonis, the head of product and innovation at Cardlink, and Nazlı Kaymak, digital marketing manager, Brand Story Agency.
Let them share more about the support system they built to help Visa Innovation Program startups grow and scale faster.
Let's invite Sabina with us here in the studio.
Welcome.
The stage is yours.
Thank you, guys. And hello, everyone. So we're waiting for the guys to join and to open their cameras. I'm so happy to be here with this group of people, really. And guys, just before we start, thank you for the contribution and for this valuable impact that we all had for this regional Visa Innovation Program, Batch 3, Season 3 this year.
We have some technical issues, I guess.
Let's wait a little bit.
Yeah, they will
Guys
join
are
for sure.
joining from 3 countries.
It's okay. Everything's okay.
So I think it might take some time for them to, for all of them to join. So we see 2 participants right now, and I think that one more mentor gonna join us right now. Guys, could you please check your cameras one more time? Nazlı, I think. And if you can mute yourself.
Unmute.
Okay, just unmute. Okay.
Unmute се. Валерий мютнут.
Nazlı, can you please check the camera one more time? Okay, great. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining again. I believe we're going to have the very fruitful panel today and just outcome the whole process that we have been so far for the last 6-7 months together. And my first question will be to Valerie. Valerie, as an investor, so I want to hear your opinion about Frisbo. So I know that you were working together, and how do you think? Is it investable case? How do you fund the company from the VC perspective? Can you unmute yourself and check the mics? Okay. I believe we will have Valerie in a few minutes, and maybe we can move with Nazlı. Nazlı, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's great. Thank you. You were the mentor from the brand perspective. So I know that you worked a lot with SoliPay, because when they entered the program, it was SoliPay, but when they graduated from the program, it was already SoliClub. So, but I know that the changing branding and changing the brand strategy itself, it's not just changing the logo or the colors. I mean, like, they changed the whole strategy. So what's the story behind that? So how did it happen for them to graduate as a SoliClub?
Oh, yes. First of all, yes, I was. I want to start with the name, actually, because you're right. We started as SoliClub, but now we are SoliPay, because SoliPay, and now we are SoliClub, because SoliPay was, associated with payment system. But after this brand program, they wanted to become a super app. So this SoliClub is more suitable for expressing our target, that it is more than a payment system. It is a club with many advantages and benefits. And also it is more low brand for our target audience, Z generation, younger generation. So now it is SoliClub. Can you hear me? I can hear. Oh, yes, now I hear you.
Okay.
We have connection problems with it, so I'm sorry if I'm missing something or...
No, it was great. It was great. As I know, I mean, like, they're positioning themselves not just a payment system for the students anymore, like they were used to be before, but right now it's the kind of platform as well. For the answer.
This microphone.
Oh, I don't.
It's not working.
Okay.
Can you hear her now?
Yeah, I hope this works, because I couldn't hear all of them, your last sentences.
Okay, I believe you can hear me now. So thank you very much for the answer. I believe Valerie is with us right now. Valerie, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself and... Okay, so maybe we can move with Janice, I think.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ah, okay, Valerie. Okay, I can hear you right now. So. Okay, so I will just go from here. So as an investor, you were working closely with Frisbo. So how do you find the company? Is it investable case for you? What's your perspective on that?
Well, I mean, speaking about Frisbo, I would start from a broader angle. First of all, I'm strong.
No, Valerie, I'm sorry, we cannot hear you. The guys say that we don't hear you right now.
No, that's pity. I mean, it must be something wrong with the system here.
Yes, I think something is. Can you try again?
You hear me now?
Yes, talk on the phone.
Okay, you can move on.
Through the phone or?
Yeah, I mean, like through the phone, I'm taking it to the mic, and then we got the voice.
Okay, I hope you hear me well. What I was going to say is that speaking about Frisbo, I would start from a little bit from a broader perspective about the logistics industry as a whole. I'm a strong believer in the future of the logistics industry, first of all. Especially now in the context of the rapidly growing e-commerce industry. The e-commerce retail is practically replacing the conventional retail, and it happens very fast, especially in recent years and recent months. And then the logistics is catching up, but in a slower pace in general. So it becomes the king of the value chain. Which gives enormous opportunity for the logistics industry in the following years. The owners of the retail box are not the king of the value chain anymore, because I mean you can open a retail shop, online retail shop overnight, but you cannot do the same with the logistics. And this is exactly the field where Frisbo is operating. They're developing. Kind of a fulfillment platform, which is very similar to what Uber were doing and disrupting in the passenger moving industry. So, if we add to that, an exceptional founder and CEO who is a serial entrepreneur with huge experience and great track record, who managed also to gather around a stellar team, I would say that Frisbo is an exceptional investment opportunity for anyone who is interested in the future of e-commerce and logistics as more specific.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Valerie. As the investor, you mentioned all the three T's, actually, like team, traction, and the targeted market. So I'm very happy to hear that in respect of Frisbo as well. Thank you very much. And
I'm sorry that we cannot hear very well, but that.
No, I mean, like you were quite fine. I mean, I believe the audience was able to hear you as well.
Heard as well.
Thank you.
I tried to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And I want to move with Janice. Hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Janice is joining from Greece. So my first question. So what do you think are the major trends and challenges in the payment sector for the year?
So let me begin by, I would like to thank you for inviting here. I am representing Carlink. Carlink is one of the major payment service providers in Greece. We recently got acquired by Worldline Group. So I would like to split my answer in two parts. First of all, on macro level, there is a huge consolidation currently of payment service providers, banks, fintechs, etc. As the technology goes cheaper and cheaper and payments are getting accessible to everyone, mainly via exposed APIs, now every company can be actually a fintech company. There is a lot of investment in capital as well as in knowledge sharing on payment space, and there is a huge competition in front of us, for sure. On the other hand, on micro level, for each individual company or startup or scale-up, apart from adopting new location workforce strategies and become more agile, mainly because of COVID-19, every payment company, from the biggest bank to the smallest fintech company, should be aware of, first of all, increasing digital adoption and innovation. Secondly, accelerating cost reduction and restructuring. changing operating model, perhaps, for sure becoming part of the whole startup and innovation ecosystem, and furthermore trying to avoid the upcoming consolidation, as well as avoiding being disrupted by the GAFA, by Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, the big tech giants. Let me add a quick observation. What do all those challenges have in common? It's all about the how to incorporate innovation, how to become member of that ecosystem, and build proven partnerships with startups or scale-ups in order to de-risk your business model, and overcome all those challenges. And be sure that activities like Visa's innovation program is moving towards it.
Thank you very much, Janice. Thank you. Just to go on with the next question, I know that as a representative of CardLink, you're working closely with Parcadoro. So I want to ask, what's your expectation as a supporting mechanism here? So what are your expectations? What are the planned outlines of this collaboration with Parcadoro?
Before speaking for Parcadoro, there is a huge achievement of this program that must be known. From the 18 Greek startups finalists during the last 3 years, actually we have been in talks or in further elaboration on building a proof of concept or running an MVP or shaping a partnership agreement with 6 out of 18. That's 33%. That's a huge achievement. Both for the program, the mentors, and of course the teams themselves. Especially for this cohort, for Parcadoro, it is a great pleasure for us that we announce a big strategic partnership between Parcadoro and CardLink. Parcadoro's integration with our POS, with CardLink's POS devices, aims to offer Parcadoro users a seamless experience when servicing their customers, paying their parking by card. Parcadoro has adapted their software into our smart POS, smart Android terminal devices, offering a smooth transaction and a great experience for its users.
Thank you very much, Janice. Thank you. I mean, it's really incredible. I mean, collaboration with 6 startups. I believe this year was the most active year in terms of the partnership and the proof of concept collaboration that our startups in 3 countries, I mean, like Bulgaria, Greece, and Turkey did with the partners. And taking this opportunity, I really want to thank everybody, all the mentors, all the partners, banks, financial institutions, other startups, our founders, for this really active collaboration and the impact that they're trying to bring for the regional startup ecosystem. And also, I want to thank my panelists, Nazlı, Valeri, and Janice. Thank you very much for this wonderful discussion. Despite of the technical problems, technical issues, I believe it was very fruitful, and at least we could share the impact and the work that we did for the previous months. Thank you very much. Guys, stage is yours.
Now we're continuing to our next session, which touches upon one really important topic, which actually marks the inflection point in each startup's journey.
Can you guess which one is that? Right. The state of a unicorn.
Kaan Akin, founder of Hackwaters, will be digging deeper into this topic of how easy
or how hard
is it to navigate the journey towards the unicorn land? How bumpy the road is, and how can we master the art of fundraising?
Clap your hands and welcome Kaan and Hristo Borisov, the founder and CEO of Cohort, a Visa Innovation Program Season 1 alumnus, which just closed a record high Series B round of $112 million with a valuation of $500 million.
Hello, Hristo. You hear us?
Hello.
Hello,
yes,
Kaan.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
The stage is yours.
Thank you. Hi, Hristo. Nice to see you again. And huge congratulations I'm right now in Istanbul. This is personally where we met. Maybe you remember that you had a panel a few years back when you were doing the Payhawk, and it's incredible that you guys are having $500 million in valuation, and I'm sure that it's going to be unicorn soon. So before we start, let's just do a small introduction. So what Payhawk does and what you guys are doing. So if you'd be so nice, can you start with that?
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely. When we actually met, I think our valuation was about €1 million. So that was, increased 500 times since the last time we spoke and met in May 2019. So yeah, I mean, what Payhawk does is essentially the way we try to explain it in simple terms is that we reinvent business banking. We completely transform how businesses spend. And if you think about the experience that businesses get today versus the consumer experience for business banking, it is pretty much the same. Bank just tell you, hey, this is business banking. Maybe the color is different, but the need of a single consumer versus a company that, for example, is generating 200-300 million revenues per for example, euro revenues per year are completely different and fundamental. So what we do with Payhawk is pretty much we are allowing businesses to manage company payments in a completely different way. We allow them to issue company cards across 30 countries today and make international payments and transfers of all their bill payments, reimbursements to employee, paying suppliers, and so on. All of this fully integrated into a single system and fully automated in terms of, reconciling data, accounting, manual data entry, and so on, so that finance teams can really control every cent and every euro of every employee. And then they can also empower employees to be using company cards and to be spending company money so that they don't have to deal with expense reports, gathering receipts, gathering paper. They can just feel empowered and to go and travel and use a company payment instrument that is aligned with the company spend policy of the enterprise.
I mean, I remember my days when I was working for a corporate. I had this expense reports. Sometimes they give me the card that my director uses. So you're always on an edge and you don't need to do it. Sometimes they give you cash, but of course, everything is changing. And what Payhawk is doing is strictly essential, and it's going to be more valuable with the time. So hope we will celebrate much better successes. So I just want to talk about the initial Visa Innovation Program, because now at least we can say that, do you guys know Hristo or Payhawk? The guys are going to be unicorns. So this program might help you as much as we can to go through this process. But when you were applying for the program, we didn't have anything. I mean, of course, Visa is a really well-known brand. We had great partners like Headquarters 11 and Crowd Policy. But what were your expectations for a fintech or startup founder at the time? What did you need, and how did this program deliver for you?
Yeah, I mean, this was a very pivotal moment for us because we were just 2 months old. We were 4 employees, 4 people on the team. Our idea was that we were coming from, we knew how to build enterprise software. We are coming from a, building product background. We know how to innovate. We know how to, build products that are, delightful. But we didn't knew much back then about financial services and how the world of payments operates. And our idea was to really join the program and to try to understand and meet with people that actually understand how everything works. That was a very good timing for us because this was the first program. It wasn't very clear on how the program is going to work and all of that. And, we took it to the max. So we tried to get as much as possible from it. We met with a lot of people. We came to Istanbul to meet a lot of people. We went to Romania actually just literally after 2 weeks of joining the program. Our first trip was to Romania to actually meet a few banks there and to see whether we can partner with them and so on. So that helped us accelerate a lot of our back and forth in terms of market validation. And also allowed us to get exposed to Western Europe because we also participated in the Paris FinTech Forum, which was in just a few months after the program started, where we had a chance to meet, companies like companies that were from the space and just feel part of the FinTech community in general. And that was extremely helpful for a very small and nimble team at the time.
I mean, I can just only imagine, because it changes day to day. When you meet with people, some ideas come together, and sometimes you have something, but you need licenses, you need fintech provisions or banks to deliver the product. So it's just like in 3 years, your valuation went like 500 times. So this is what I was saying. Maybe at the time we should have sold whatever we had and invested in you guys, and that would be enough as a business decision. I know for the people who are listening, it sounds really easy, right? So he did few pitches, he did some software. Now he's going to be a unicorn soon enough. But I know this is a rocky road. And as a founder, how did it feel from like the first days, from 2 people, 4 people to going to today? And hopefully you will be like 500 people, 1,000 people soon enough. So how did it feel on your side? It looks really nice on our side, because we don't really get to have any pleasure, I mean, the pressure at all. We are quite enjoying the road. So
yeah, well, it felt incredibly hard. I remember, after 6 months into the company, I was like, I have been always working very hard. And I remember getting back home and I was like, I'm working at 120%, 7 days a week. I just feel that every bone I have is into this thing and it's not working, and that kind of, keeping it and believing and backing yourself and believing in yourself. And even though you have a lot of doubts, you try to be rock solid with the team, with investors, and that takes a lot of, it takes a lot of energy. It is really straining the mind and the brain to the fullest. But I think that's kind of what I believe proper leadership is, to just take one for the team and just try to stay there and be the solid ground and encourage people that we can do it. And then, we got in 2019 rejected by 42 investors to do our seed round. And we got about 60 rejections because a lot of them rejected us several times. And that was incredibly hard, because you go and spend 2 or 3 or 4 meetings with every VC, and then, they just don't say no right away. You need to invest a few hours, and that was pre-COVID. So I had to do a lot of traveling to go and meet those folks. And then every no hurt a lot. But with every no, we were like, okay, we'll get there. So that was kind of the big part. And then we right now, to be honest, and that might sound strange, but we don't feel that kind of a privilege to be in that position, because we know we have worked very, very hard to get there. Right now it might sound easy as we explain it, a few pitches here and there, but it was like, it's 3 years of very, very hard work. And the other thing is that we can even not settle right now. I mean, we know that the hard work is just ahead of us, because the market opportunity is so big. Every company that has more than 10 employees spending company funds is a great prospect for Payhawk. We are currently having offices in Berlin, Barcelona, London, Sofia, and we're working to open Paris and Amsterdam, and then New York, and then Sydney and Singapore after that. So the pressure is full on, and the game just become tougher and harder, but we'll get there.
I mean, when doing a startup, every stage is different. So it might seem like you have $100 million in the bank, but the challenges are different. So I can just only assume, and out of the things that we discussed with our fellow other founders, it's tough, but at least you know that you are strong enough. You have the resilience to do it. You have the network now to do it. Now, hopefully you have enough resources. Honestly, I love the investors, the leading your B round. They created a lot of unicorns. I like the guys very much. And I hope that it will help you grow too, because they will bring a lot of smartness among the money. So actually, I have 2 more things. So you mentioned for getting declines for like 30 times, 40 times, 60 times from different VCs, because this is how we see. I mean, my rule of thumb is like 40 times. If you want to raise some money, it generally takes 40 different meetings if your company is investable. I mean, if you don't have anything to be investable, it's still tough. But when you're raising this money, like what were the different headaches that you guys had? Because it's different rounds as well. Like you have your Series B, but the earlier round was also 1 year ago, because always it's raising money. So what is the biggest headache that you guys have in fundraising?
Well, I think every round was very, very different. I mean, we closed the Series B in 8 days. Funny enough, when we got the first term sheet, we were in Istanbul, just about to meet our board. You know, pretty much when you're in a position when you go to get a term sheet from one of the biggest funds, this was, I remember, Wednesday, and I sent an email to 15 other investors, and I told them, guys, we are closing a round on Sunday. Here are the terms, and ask me anything in the next 5 days, 24/7. And that's it. We are going to close the term. While with the seed round, it's not like that. With the seed round, you know, you literally have to stand on your head. You have to just kind of literally do a backflip during the pitch so that they can actually, you know, notice you and stop doing an email while they're in a conversation with you. So the biggest headache in terms of fundraising is trying to filter the investor that is genuinely interested. You know, I like to say, you know, you need to be very fast on identifying which investor is fishing versus hunting, right? Who is actually trying to, you know, sneak out. He's maybe looking into investing in some other competitor, or he's looking at the space and
understanding your dynamics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's that was the hardest part initially. And then as we went through so many meetings with VCs, you know, I started getting better at reading VCs and then incentives. But at the end of the day, figuring out whether that's going to be a good partner. And I think that only requires for you to spend enough time with other founders that have been with that fund and to see how they reacted when things didn't go well. Because, you know, it's going to be very nice and easy and smooth if, you know, we continue to have 30% month-over-month growth for the next 3 years. But we know that there are some rough patches out there, and we need to understand how those VCs are going to behave. And we try to do a lot of prep work before that so that we don't have a headache after we get married with the VC.
I mean, it sounds tough, but you handle it quite good. And this is what we see, especially in early stages, taking the money from investors always on the upper hand. They will like to keep the money to themselves as much as possible. They want to make sure that you are raising the money, so they will be the last one to wire the money. But when you are doing B rounds, C rounds, everything is clear. So they just want to be there, make sure that they send their money as fast as possible, because there might not be any room for them. So the intentions are different, the behavior is different. So I hope the rest will be much easier overall. And another thing, like you were mentioning, like you were working 7 days, 24 hours, and I know that. But still, like as a father, you have a family, and work-life balance is another thing. And now you have 2 kids, right? The second kid is so I'm not counting Payhawk. It's another kid that we don't want to mention. Exactly. So I'm sure that it was also hard, but how do you manage to do it? Because it's a lot of anxiety, it's a lot of pressure, because we talk to a lot of founders that they are having this kind of issues, right? Because they want to make sure that their business is growing, because they have employees, investors, a lot of stress. Sometimes they have their wives, husbands, and kids. It's another pressure for them too. So how did it happen with you?
I mean, I always try to stay present. So first of all, credits to my wife, because obviously she's getting the big push. I have a lot of family debt to pay. But I think the way I think about it is, at the end of the day, I decided to start Payhawk, 2 weeks after my first daughter was born. And I said, if I with every day I don't start this company, I'm going to go away from my dream to build a company. And I don't want to end up in 20 years to be 50 and to say, well, I could have built a massive company. And I knew that with kids, you get into a comfort zone and so on. This is, I'm always like that. As soon as I see a comfort zone and I'm getting concerned, so I step out of it. So I really try to also spend as much time as possible. So some of the life hacks I did is I bought a camper. So I managed to spend some time on the road with the family, working and traveling as well, which was pretty fun. And I also try to spend as much as right now the weekends as possible with the family, rather than looking at the computer. And it gets easier. I mean, obviously, I'm building out an executive team. We're building a horizontal organization, and even though we would be, 300 people, 400 people, the organization is going to be wide enough to be able to accommodate that kind of mass of people. And the reality is that for me, as a leader and as a CEO, the ultimate job I need to build is that I shouldn't be there for the team to move forward. And I shouldn't, if I get dragged into the present, it means something is not working, right? I should be working on what we're going to do in 6 months, in 12 months, and where is the industry going. And obviously, we're still not there. We're still building the functions to be able to have this kind of a functional leadership and first executives hires in the company. But this is what we're trying to achieve and to get it really good balance. Because at the end of the day, you cannot go into this kind of offline mode at 120% for extended period of time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is really tough, especially doing something new in the frontiers of innovation, because you know that in the world we had a lot of banks and people know how to build banks, make it larger, but especially in a product like yours, you don't really know how should be the organization because it's kind of new. So you learn many things on the way as well. Most of our things are kind of done, but I just want to ask you something. I should ask it. So ideally, what would be your actually few tips that if you want to give to some startups who are doing right now, what would be your tips for them to look forward? Because again, like your story is quite unique. Not every founder gets to raise that amount of money, make sure that the company is growing like $1 billion valuation. I'm not just asking for the success of it, but as an entrepreneur, what do you think that they should prepare their minds for?
Well, I think the first thing is, number one is, first of all, you have to be 100% honest about your intention. Why are you doing it? And our intention was, we believe we had the strength and the knowledge to create a massive company. And that was the intent from day one. We wouldn't go and build a lifestyle or family business. We wanted to go and create something that is unique. And with that, everything comes into, what kind of people we get, what kind of investors we try to reach, what kind of market problem we look to solve, and so on. So we try to engineer the whole organization from day one to go and find the problem. And this problem, to create a massive company, you only need to do two things: solve a big problem in a big market. And that was our goal. If it's not a big enough problem, we shouldn't solve it. So I think getting your intentions right and making sure the co-founders you have absolutely the same intention is the basics. Then you need to set the expectation with the family. That's going to be a very tough time. And it wasn't a good conversation with my wife when I told her, we just got a kid, so I'm leaving my well-secured paid job and we'll be with actually zero money for the next 2 years. And it was like, at the end of the day, if you need to be 100% transparent with everybody to get that support, because it's going to be very tough and it's not going to be you only that's going to suffer from that. Then I think the next thing is to really, when you're building the business, to get the fundamentals right, meaning that you need to make sure you're building a business that is optimized for your ambitions. You have to be clear on, is this a family business? Is this a venture-backed business? Is this something else? And then do the right decisions that follow. So I think, for example, one thing that a lot of founders are saying, well, we can just get money, we can go and spend those money, but you need to make sure the fundamentals of your business are right, meaning that even this thing works at scale, right? You still make money. It's going to be profitable. It doesn't need to be profitable from day one. If the market is big enough, you don't have to be profitable until you're able to grow. And Amazon did that for 19 years to be able to capture more market. And then it's not hard for them to become profitable, but you need to get the fundamentals right. And I got a tip from one of our investors very early on that has helped me make a lot of the decisions and think about how to make the majority of the decision. And he told me that there are 3 types of decisions in every startup. There is the ground architectural decisions that are fundamental of how you set up the business. Then there is the middle ground of management decisions and things you do on a daily basis and so on. And then there is the last tip of decisions that you make, which are usually the user experience, the interactions, the small things that bother customers. So if you get number 1 right, the fundamentals, and you get the number 3 right, which are the final things that the customers see, you can allow yourselves to make a lot of mistakes in the middle. Because nobody cares about them. You're going to get them right at some point. But if you don't have the right fundamentals from day one, and you don't focus on the last mile of how the customer is going to experience, how people are going to buy this, how they're going to perceive this, then all the decisions in the middle, they don't really matter. So I think those are some of the tips I would give to some of the founders that are starting. And obviously, a lot of resilience and hard work. And at the end of the day, there is no right formula for it, but hopefully with those tips, they would increase their chances a bit.
I mean, I hope that people can actually consume what you are saying. It takes time because I'm sure that people told you a lot of things through different times, and it takes some particular day, time, or failure to understand what that thing meant actually. So I'm sure that people are just taking notes, and thank you for sharing your story with us. And hopefully maybe next year we will talk something, a new success from you, and maybe a few more startups along with you. So I'm quite proud of what you guys are doing. I don't think that we helped you a lot. I'm sure that you have the resilience and doing that. And if we helped you in the way as Visa Innovation Program for the region, I'm quite grateful. And let's see what kind of new companies that you guys are going to build soon enough. And thank you very much, honestly, Hristo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And good luck to everybody. Ciao. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We lost Hristo? Did he go offline? We had one more question for him.
Okay, Hristo is still here.
He's offline?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Hi. We have a quick question from the chat. It's coming from Pavel Panayotov, and he's asking you, can Hristo work from home, running this unicorn to be a beast? And a comment under, camper is better. So if you can...
No, I think, the one unique thing about us is, we hate to work from home because in a high growth environment, you need to make sure that you are having as much as possible interaction with your team. You need to be in an environment where you have the same setup. And our thinking is that hybrid doesn't work. Either everybody is remote or everybody is in the office. And this is something that we have proven a lot of times. So when there was this pandemic and everybody was remote, it was much better for me to be remote as well because I had the same medium like everybody else. And right now, when we have everybody in the office, unfortunately, it's not possible to run a company like that from home or from your couch. And that's something that is at least our opinion today at the stage in which we are. And hopefully once we get the organization to a different level, we'll be able to afford or be able to accommodate and make hybrid work. But so far, this hasn't been working very well for us.
Thank you, Hristo. Thank you for the discussion and joining us today.
Thanks, Kaan.
And we continue forward.
Yes, looking at all of these successful stories, I really believe impossible is nothing.
Boundaries really do not exist, and it's super exciting to be part of the fintech community nowadays.
And now I'm impatient to welcome the third batch pitching. today. TC.
Roadcube from Greece and Dimitris, its founder and CEO, are joining us now.
Roadcube is a loyalty as a service platform. Companies of all sizes can create their own plug-and-play loyalty system using our proprietary IoT devices. The idea came to my mind when I saw that loyalty programs were the perfect tool for businesses to increase their sales, but it was very expensive and very complicated for them to create one. We are helping companies to increase their revenues up to 30% in 6 to 12 months and users to increase their purchasing power at the same time. At the moment, we are targeting a huge market of small and medium-sized businesses with a plug-and-play IoT device that can create a loyalty system in just 5 minutes. At the same time, we are growing 200% every year. Our future plan is to expand in more countries and make loyalty accessible to more businesses. We always want to work with market leaders like Visa and the banks that participate in the Visa Innovation Program. Through the program, we were able to get access to all the major Greek banks and present our solution to key stakeholders. I think that the best advice for future Visa Innovation Program participants should be to focus on the POC and try to find a partner as fast as possible through the program. Being an entrepreneur is the best choice that someone can make. It's like getting 10 different university degrees and live with the ultimate freedom in almost all the domains.
Have you ever wondered how you can make loyalty an easy and simple process? If yes, then welcome to Roadcube's world. In a world where loyalty is accessible to all. In Roadcube, we help businesses increase their customer retention, rocket their sales, and reduce the customer acquisition cost by using loyalty as a service. We have created a plug-and-play software which makes loyalty programs affordable and an easy process, accessible to everyone. We use IoT technology which simplifies a time-consuming and costly service, distributing it to those who want their business to go one step further. Customer retention has always been one of the biggest challenges a business can face. The ability to turn customers into repeat buyers and prevent them from switching to a competitor has always been of a great demand. Therefore, we focus on all the processes needed to make the customers of a business loyal customers in a very affordable way with no development costs. By using Roadcube's services, businesses can create a loyal clientele easily and simply, while simultaneously can reach out to more clients with campaigns and the marketing tools provided in their managing platform. Businesses can decide the way they will reward their loyal clients and create different campaigns and coupons for the products they want to promote. This way, their loyalty program can contribute to the overall marketing strategy of the company while increasing their sales. In action now. Businesses get access to a managing platform which helps them set all the campaigns, coupons, and rewarding gifts for their customers. At the same time, they can monitor the number of their customers, transactions, claimed and redeemed coupons, and total revenue from their panel. Customers can either use the white label apps of the companies or Roadcube's app to be aware of their total points and the available gifts to them. And that's how we help small businesses and companies to have their own loyalty system and achieve our vision, which is loyalty accessible to all. For more information, you can get in touch with us at www.roadcube.com.
Thank you, Dimitris. Own loyalty system sounds appealing. Now, next is the team of Paratik from Turkey. Welcome, stage is yours.
Hello, I am Anil. I am from Paratik. I'm co-founder and CTO at Paratik. Paratik is an end-to-end cash management software solution which provides all banks to be managed from a single platform. You can see all bank accounts transactions are on screen. Also, you can use it from anywhere by the web or mobile application. One Paratik is enough of what you need in finance and accounting. In addition to bank accounts and transactions, Paratik also provide ERP integrations, POS transaction and reports, bulk transactions, B2B portal, and also we have API for all solutions. In the frame of the Visa Innovation Program, made an agreement and start to work for account aggregation with Akbank, which is one of biggest bank in Turkey. After this project, all Akbank business card holders can see all their accounts on one platform. We are also in POC process with Encolai and one of electronic money company. Paratik API will be integrated in Encolai platform for account aggregation. We aim to become the leading company in open banking in Turkey for both companies and individuals. We are already working with more than 100 clients. We are planning to expand our business for both Turkey and other markets. We want to cooperate with banks and companies with wide networks and to become stronger.
Welcome to Paratik, the new generation of banking. Have multiple banks and multiple accounts? Isn't it difficult to enter banks one by one? Can't keep track of payments from your customers? Then let us introduce you to Paratik. Paratik provides all banks to be managed from a single platform. All bank accounts, transactions are on one screen. You can use it from anywhere on the web or mobile application. In addition to bank accounts and transactions, Paratik also provides ERP integration and accounting transfer of transactions. Users transfer their account transactions to their accounts with a single click. POS transactions and reports. Users can follow the payments coming from their banks. Electronic bulk payments. It enables the realization of ordered payments which increase on some specific days. Direct debiting system. Companies using DDS can see all dealer limits and can send invoices to the banks. API for all solutions. Banks can reach our APIs. Also, companies that have a portfolio can reach. You can easily manage your cash flow and create automatic reports with one click. You can add as many users as you want and manage your users' privileges as you wish. Our customers using Paratik focus on their own business, and Paratik manages the entire operation. Users run many different tools to manage finance activities, and this causes operational risk. One Paratik is enough of what you need in finance and accounting. Paratik decreases operational risk and accelerates the process. How? With one password, one login to all banks, one login to ERP, and without use of Excel, SFTP, or other tools. You can always contact us. We would like to present and POC our product to you.
Someone from the audience is ready for a POC? Contact the team of Paratik. Thank you once again. Now we're moving forward to Tap to Pay from Poland. They are next in line. Eugene, the stage is yours.
So Tap to Pay started from my own problem when I realized that payments really hard online. And it's not so funny how you can pay offline in your store. When you go inside, just swipe your card and got smile from the cashier and go outside. Yeah, I believe the biggest asset is our, first of all, customers, team, and people that believe in Tap to Pay. It's not only about like code or technology, but it's more value around it. So in near future we would like to expand our license across full Europe, so we can do a lot of financial things. For example, issuing cards, providing wallets. We will be like mini bank. We joined Visa Innovation Program because we believe this is the best program for us to achieve merchants, bigger banks, and start collaborate with them, start a pilot, start a business. We already did a demo with one of them and in discussion with others, so I believe we can achieve big results. We're missing to be a unicorn, just a right partner, right investor that give us opportunity to deliver our message to more businesses, more customers, more financial institutions. And Visa could be like this. Hello, my name is Eugene. I'm CEO and founder of Tap2Pay. All of your customers are already on all social networks and messengers. You communicate with them, you promote products, but you hardly sell directly on any of these channels. And when you do sell over social networks, the checkout experience is not good enough. Customers often drop out of the payment transaction. Every year, you are missing out on 36% growth rate in social commerce. Tap2Pay is here to change that. Tap2Pay is an omni-channel platform for accepting payments everywhere. It will automatically accept payments from your customers in popular social network and messengers. We are super easy and fun for the customer. No unnecessary data collected, no unnecessary clicks, no redirects. A simple, easy, and seamless checkout experience. So, how does it actually work? It works like magic. The merchant can enable Tap2Pay in just a few clicks. To start, you only need to create a free account in Tap2Pay, describe your business, and you are ready to test it out. And all this without any coding or technical skills. It's a plug-and-play solution. In just a few minutes, you can accept payments via any channel where your customers interact with you. With Tap2Pay, you also get various payment methods with one single service: card, PayPal, electronics money, bank accounts, bank invoices, and much more. And what's more, Tap2Pay allows you to be in full control of the payment process. You can manage all of your customers' orders in one single interface and see all the information you need in one dashboard. As well as install plugins for a lot of popular e-commerce platforms like Shopify, WooCommerce, and much more. So, that is how magic works. 15 seconds, payments done. Both customer and merchants are happy, and there is a minimum number of failed transactions. If you want to join the next wave of social commerce, create a free account on tap2pay.me and start selling immediately.
Thanks, Eugene. The Unicorn Land is expecting you. Go for it. Next is Wealthyhood from Greece and Alex.
Wealthyhood is the first do-it-yourself wealth-building app for long-term investors in Europe. We guide long-term investors to build their wealth over time by intelligently investing their money the way they want with fewer fees. We do that by offering the perfect mix of personalization and automation so that even beginner investors can put their money to work hard for them and invest like the top 1%. I believe wealth building is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And we build Wealthyhood to help everyone run that race.
Before Wealthyhood, we tried to build an investment platform that would provide access to everyday investors to hedge funds. While speaking to potential users during that time, we realized that they're not interested in hedge funds. And that's because they didn't even know how to get started with investing. They didn't know how to build a complete portfolio with mainstream assets, and there was a lack of tools to do that. So that's exactly why we started Wealthyhood.
Over the past 6 months, we've launched our beta and optimized our user experience. More than 1,000 users already have access to Wealthyhood. We have doubled our waiting list to more than 4,000 early subscribers. We've opened an office in Athens and grown our team with 4 new hires. We've raised some angel money and agreed with a VC to lead our upcoming funding round.
We are currently in beta for UK users only that have joined our waiting list. Over the next 6 months, we want to make the platform available to everyone. We want to expand to other European countries, and we also want to launch our mobile app.
We will become a unicorn by March 2026, 11th of March 2026. Note the date.
We are Wealthyhood, and we believe that you should have transparency, choice, and control over how you build your wealth. The opposite of what your parents' long-forgotten mutual funds offer. We also believe it is personal. You're unique, and so must be your portfolio. Thinking about how you could grow your money? We have some bad news for you. As of today, the only thing you can do is trade your money through a trading app. You must have the guts, as you'll be aggressively trading the markets. No idea how to do that? You're bad. Trading apps offer no guidance or tools on getting started, creating a long-term portfolio and building wealth over time. Like everyone else, you end up gambling instead of investing. You never know. You might be lucky or not. But wait a second. Do you think the top 1% actively trades their money? Well, no. They have access to top-tier wealth managers to guide them through the process. Unfair? Yes, but not anymore. Wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint, but you don't have to run that race alone. Wealthyhood helps you and 50 million millennials in Europe to invest like the top 1%. We guide long-term investors to build their wealth over time by intelligently investing their money the way they want. We provide the perfect mix of personalization and automation so that even beginner investors can put their hard-earned money to work for them. It's not trading, and it's not giving your money to old-school bankers to manage and pocket high fees. It's DIY wealth building with smarter tools, personalized insights, and fewer fees. Smarter tools to develop, fine-tune, and automatically maintain your investing strategy and wealth-building mindset. Personalized insights to invest in what matters to you and achieve your individual goals. Fewer fees, as every pound you don't pay in fees compounds in your portfolio. We help you build a top-class portfolio, select your asset classes, geography, investment theme to focus on, and of course, your risk appetite. With some magic, an optimized portfolio is waiting for you. But we don't stop there. It's yours to make it as personalized as it gets. Add or remove assets, increase and decrease the weights. We'll be there to hold your hand and guide you with insights and feedback. Once you invest, our automated tools will keep your portfolio in shape. Your money grows on autopilot. Being your own wealth manager has never been easier.
Thanks, Alex, and all speedrunners from Wealthyhood. Now, welcome pickups from Greece are joining us in seconds. Welcome.
Welcome Pickups offers the best travel mobility solution globally. When you travel to a new destination, Welcome takes care of all your transportation needs from the moment you arrive till the moment you leave. As a company, we have taken a boring, commoditized product, which is a point A to point B transfer, and have turned it to a travel experience that becomes the highlight of your trip. As travelers, we saw a gap around what to do in a destination after you have arrived and how to maximize your time there. Welcome solves a big pain point of that experience, which is how to move around safely and with peace of mind. After COVID, the biggest trend is safe and private travel. By nature, Welcome offers exactly that. So our goal is to expand even faster geographically as well as through partnerships. Our main focus looking into the future is geographical expansion. Right now, we are at 65 destinations in 32 countries. Our belief is that wherever you decide to travel in the world, Welcome should be there. We have built the engine to make that happen, and now we need to execute. Being an entrepreneur is a state of existence. The way I see it is that you become an entrepreneur because you cannot become anything else. You get excited about solving grand problems and by having the biggest possible impact. What I love about my job is that travel is one of the most sacred life experiences. It is very fulfilling to know that you make the experience better for hundreds of thousands of people.
Hi, we're Welcome Pickups. We are here to take the stress out of your arrival at any new destination. We already do that for over 1 million travellers globally every year. Do you want to know how we do it? It's super easy to book your transfer at a low, fixed price in under a minute. You will receive your driver's name, photo and contact details before your trip. Our drivers are not just professionals who speak English. They are proud ambassadors of their city who want to share their knowledge and create an unforgettable experience for visitors. We pick you up at the airport, port or other major transportation hub and drive you door to door to your hotel, vacation rental or other destination. You'll even get a mini tour of the city on the way. Don't worry if your arrival is delayed. The driver will be notified and will be waiting for you at the right time. You can use the Welcome mobile app to chat with your driver for updates and see their live location once you reach your pickup hub. You can also use the app to manage your upcoming trips, book extra transfers, or book private sightseeing rides with us. Our fully customizable sightseeing rides are the perfect way to discover new locations with a local guide. So far, travellers have rated us as the best transfer service in the world. This is why we are the preferred partner for thousands of hotels, vacation rentals, online travel agents, and major airlines. Our partners have different options to connect their services to welcome pickups. They can have dedicated landing pages for transfer, use our white label booking widget, or simply recommend our service to their customers. We also provide access to a personal dashboard where they can track transfers, see important customer data, and monitor their revenue. Our integration options are totally free, and on top of that, partners earn a commission for each transfer their customers book with Welcome. Book your next travel experience with Welcome, your friend on the ground.
Thanks, Alex. I'm addicted to traveling, so next time I'll call you. So now, next it's time for Wally from Greece, our last startup. But what a startup! Earth is calling, Wally. Earth is calling, Wally.
Wally is the smart money app and prepaid card designed for kids 10 to 18 years old. Parents get peace of mind. They can automate pocket money, set spending controls, create tasks and goals to help children earn and save. Kids get their first money account and their own prepaid debit card, together with spend statistics and money lessons to help them navigate the world of finance. The upcoming generations are the first true digital natives. They literally live and breathe on their mobiles, but their pocket money is still in cash. So there is huge demand in the market for child-oriented money solutions that can enable children to manage their money properly. And the pandemic only accelerated this demand. The banking business is probably the most heavily regulated one, with many compliance, security, and legal requirements. Within this context, Wally is trying to bring a totally fresh approach. We want to be the go-to platform for the education of kids around money in Europe. Our mission is to empower kids to have a smooth transition into the adult life and personal money management. Our next big milestone is introducing two major features for kids built into the Wally Child app. The first is our educational platform with fun lessons around money, and the second is a child-focused marketplace with special offers for kids. The Visa Innovation Program has been a major door opener for Wally. We gained direct and quick access, not only to the Visa team, but also to major financial institutions in the region. I think Visa Innovation Program has been the spark for many interesting discussions and potential partnerships.
Meet Wally. Wally is the smart money app and prepaid card designed for teens 10 to 18 years old. Teenagers are digital natives. They live on their mobiles, have fun on TikTok, and stay sleepless on Fortnite. But their pocket money is still in cash, and they lack basic money management skills. Wally is the first money account for kids, co-managed by their parents. It helps them grow good money skills in a fun and secure way. Teens get their financial freedom, a colourful MasterCard to pay online and in shops, their first money account, tasks to earn some extra money, statistics to understand their spending, access to great discounts from their favourite brands, and parents always stay in control. Pay pocket money automatically, set spending limits, get notifications anytime kids spend, make instant transfers in an emergency. Much more than a money app, Wally also aims to be an educational tool for financial literacy. Through the app, we provide fun quizzes and games that help children learn the basics of money. The future of pocket money is here. It is mobile, automated, and educational, and it empowers teenagers with financial freedom and knowledge. Join the future now and become a Wally family. Get the Wally app today at www.wally.io.
Thanks, Vasilis. I really wish I could have Wally when I was a child, but I only had a wallet in my pocket. So, great pitching. Thank you, guys. Let's continue.
Yes, again, it's time to vote and choose the third batch unicorn, Mars Conqueror, and Salvage Startup.
go to Hopin and click your choice. On the right side of the menu, you have a polls section where all the choices are already there. You have to vote. So
Yes.
you will also have, for this third voting, 1 minute.
60 seconds.
So the voting ended. It's done. We
Yeah.
continue to our next panel. So in this next panel, we will understand some of the key findings and insights that we took from this season of the Visa Innovation Program.
And why is that important?
Well, knowing what went well and what could be done better help us be more efficient in the future. So this is what René Tomova, the design partner at 11 Ventures and the leading partner for Bulgaria and the regional program coordinator, told me during the rehearsal.
Vladislav Lazarov, supervisor cards and digital payments projects at Raiffeisen Bank Bulgaria, and Sterios Zlatanos, director small business segment, Piraeus Bank, and Saner Mesgiuglu, CVC director at Active Bank, are joining René in this session.
So let's welcome René on our stage to host this next panel. Hello.
Thank you very much, guys. Hi, hello.
Hi.
And hello to Vladi, Stergios, and Zaner. Do we have you guys online already? I don't see you, but I hope you're there. It's like in this new era, it's always, can you hear me? Do I see you? Okay, I see all of you. That's really great. Hi, hello. And I'm very happy to have you here.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys. Hello. Let's have a quick chat about some of the things that are happening in the program and about the startups that we have. And it would be really great for you to share your perspective on this. So, Vladi, let's start from you. You are the best participant. So, actually, if we have awards for our POC partners, the award for most active partner will go to you. We don't have it, but still I'm giving it to you. Tell us what makes you participate in the program every year and be so active? Why do you believe in this corporate startup collaboration?
First of all, thank you, René, for having me here. And I'm really excited for being here with you today and all the other participants. And actually, I have mentioned to you previously, but for me, this innovation program is very inspirational event. And going back to your question, actually, do you hear me?
Yes, everything is perfect. Go on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And going back to your questions, so probably I will start from there. During the event, we have heard numerous times the words partnerships, collaborations, and stuff like this. And in the sense that not saying anything unique, I'm here for seeking partnerships. And if I can add something from me, I would say that we're seeking learning by partnerships with fintechs. You know, coming from a big bank, retail bank with decades of history, and striving to transform and to meet the challenges of the future. It is very interesting and very exciting for me to be here and to meet companies like the ones we have seen before. And it's no-brainer. Those companies are shaping the future of the payments in a way that we could have, that were unthinkable not so long ago. So we see disruptive practices shaping the way people operate with their money every day. And on the other hand, however, the banks, which are actually, I'm representing a partnering bank of this innovation program, Raiffeisen Bank, Bulgaria. I think it's also fair to say that without banks, actually, there would have been nothing to disrupt. And this something has been raised earlier during the previous panels, and I tend to agree with this. But and that's in that sense, I would say that learning and partnerships goes two ways. On the one hand, we have the fresh idea, the innovative technologies, the efficiency and disruptive practices, which tend to make people's lives easier, which are those companies which we have seen before are bringing on the table. On the other hand, we have the business know-how, established trust, and name, robust infrastructure, and decades-long relationship with customers. And this is where banks have still have the great advantage, which can they elaborate on which they can build on. And so I guess the name of the game here will be for the next years to come to find a middle ground somewhere and synergies between technology and the business acumen which banks have accumulated over the years. And banks really can leverage on those partnering with fintechs, which can facilitate efficient and state-of-art user experience. And of course, mentioning that banks are trying to transform their operations businesses in a very digital way, let's say, it's fair to say it's cumbersome transformation which is happening. And as mentioned previously, banks can be fintechs as well, but the question here is at what cost? So the long story short, this digital transformation of the banks is, I believe that can be, as hard as this, can be really successful by partnering with startups, fintechs, which can bring the efficiency and the innovative practices into a well-established systems and relationships and companies. So that's it. That's why we're here searching for how to learn and to partner with really innovative and new companies.
Thank you, Vladi. That's really cool when an established company actually realizes that they can still learn. That means that you will keep going forward. Stergios, a question to you. You're heading the small business segment at Piraeus Bank, and you have worked with more than a few startups from the Visa Innovation Program. When you're choosing a startup to work with, what are you looking for? What is interesting for you? How do you decide which company to work with?
Okay, hi from myself as well. My role in Piraeus Bank has given me the opportunity to meet and discuss with quite a few entrepreneurs and see quite a few opportunities in new technologies, business models, and particularly propositions that I totally agree with Vladi, are inspiring us and are putting a lot of pressure on us to become more innovative and to become faster in delivering new products, services, and propositions to the market. So for us, it's important to, when looking at a new partner, it's important to see if there is long-term potential, because obviously when you tie up with someone, you need to know he's going to be there for a while, and whether he can fit to the bank's culture. I'm not saying that the culture is is a good or bad one, but we have certain ways of working, and the potential partner needs to fit with that. So we are looking for partners, obviously, that we can trust and who can put, as I said, pressure on us to be more innovative and to offer better services and products to our customers, and so that they end up being more loyal, they buy more products from us, and they're happy. So I have to say that I've seen very interesting ideas in the past few years, and I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of talented and committed entrepreneurs in this field.
What was your personal favorite project that you worked on?
Well, we have worked with a company that is very good at analyzing data and extracting data from public sources, who have helped us, and we're still in the process of doing this, but this company has helped us enrich and cleanse our data in our databases, because as you probably know, big banks have a problem with data cleansing and data quality. So it was good that we found a company who is good at providing us with data that we can use to enrich our databases and to be able to perform better analytics on our customers and end up with better commercial propositions.
And SMEs and smaller enterprises, they are the backbone of any economy. What is it that you would like to see developing next in the financial sphere in our region, in your region, that can help these companies more?
Well, I think I'm not going to say anything which is very innovative in this sense. What is happening in Greece and Southeast Europe is pretty much happening everywhere. I think there is a lot of shift that is undergoing the banking industry. We have a lot of competition and we expect more competition from fintechs. We have increasing pressure from regulation and compliance. We have new technologies. The world is moving fast towards digital, driven partly by the pandemic, but also because of the changes in technology. So, there is a lot of change going on. What I think we would like to see in Greece and in our region in general is companies that, any company that offers a better and more holistic, any companies that offer a better and more holistic experience to our clients and potentially can enhance our own proposition are more than welcome. And as we're always strive to achieve better results, and we try to do that, we will definitely try to do that with more partnerships and collaborations with these companies in this field.
Yes, I agree with you. Collaboration is the name of the game, definitely, in the next couple of years. Thank you very much. And Saner, a question to you. You have a role in Active Bank. You're the CVC director. It's a unique point of view to be a VC inside a company, inside a bank. And you have had very active meetings, a lot of the startups in the Visa Innovation Program, in the Turkish program. What is your strategy for doing corporate innovation? How do you approach this partnership process between your bank and the startups through the eyes of an internal VC?
Okay, thank you very much. And thank you for having me on the question, Rene. And by the way, we are spinning off the CVC to another company right now, which is named Active Ventures. So we are in that period. We are building the new company. So regarding your question, first of all, I have to mention that Active Bank is an institution with entrepreneurship in its DNA. I'm saying that because we created our subsidiaries by establishing almost 50 ventures in the last 20 years. And some of them have become today's leading fintech companies in Turkey. That's why we think we understand entrepreneurs very well. And so we consider startup cooperation from a broad perspective. In that perspective, we can list our collaboration points as being among their first customers. which is very crucial, for a startup company, and also creating projects together, and opening our banking APIs, and of course providing the necessary financing. And I'm very happy today that because we have just invested in a SaaS company, who is very successful, and so it is a good news that our new investments, especially in the fintech space, are on the way. So, and on the other hand, we are going through a very active period in terms of startup collaborations. And again, very recently with another startup company, we have launched an investment fund for our consumers. And the fund has received great demand on the market and continues to grow rapidly and beyond our expectations, by the way. So, as I mentioned earlier, under our brand new subsidiary Active Ventures, we offer end-to-end solutions to startups, from banking services to equity investments. At Active Ventures, we are also establishing a venture builder for both Turkish and European markets. And we are very excited for our new initiative. Sure, we also need startups help in order to realize our big targets. And from here, I would like to make a call to all entrepreneurs in the ecosystem. They can contact me right away, and we start thinking together how we can create value for the customers, how can we make their life much easier. Thank you very much, Rana.
Thank you very much, Saner. That's a wonderful way to end this panel, because we are unfortunately out of time. I wish we had more time to discuss some things among each other. But yes, creating value is indeed also the goal of the Visa Innovation Program. So I'm sure that in the next year season, we will be able jointly, in a collaborative effort, create even more value together with the startups and the established corporations for the sake of the better experience of our customers with financial services. Thank you, everyone. And over to you guys for the next step of the process.
Yes, thanks, René.
Thank you, René, for this discussion and for moderating this panel. Now we're moving.
Attenzione! Attenzione! It's time to choose the demo day winners of the demo day. The winners of the demo day in the categories Unicorn, Mars Conqueror, and Salvage.
We have already uploaded the semi-finalists, and they are...
And the semi-finalists are... does anyone know the Wi-Fi password here? I'm kidding.
So, in the Unicorn category, we have Thinkware, the first semi-finalist, Frisbo, second semi-finalist, and Paratic. Congrats.
Congrats. Now the second category, Mars Conqueror. 3 startups, and they are... I have Wi-Fi. Thinkware, Hasso, and Paratic.
Congrats again. In the Salvage category, the 3 startups are...
And they are?
They are... Findine, the second one, Frisbo, and the third one, once again, Paratic.
Okay, let's wish all of the luck to them.
So now, guys, is probably the most important part of today's event. From your side, go to Hopin and select your choice. After your vote is finished, the finalists of today's demo day will be selected. So again, you will have 1 minute to do your voting. And again, poll section on the right side of your menu. You have 1 minute.
Vote now. Okay.
It's us again.
Yeah,
Surprise.
wow. So, the voting is still on.
We're live.
Yes.
If you don't know. In case you
The
don't know.
voting is going on. Yes, and now we are waiting. I don't know what to.
Well, yeah, the voting is going on. It's super exciting. Everybody's thinking who will be the winners.
yes,
and
and
we're
now-
also super excited here in
yeah,
our
we
studio.
have to entertain you now until the vote is closed.
Yeah, so
So,
we have to show them a video, don't we? We have one video prepared for them. It's cool
yes,
one.
but actually, I had prepared some interesting fact because you liked the
one for the
with
cows?
yes. So
I laughed?
Yes, very much.
I don't remember.
Did you know that the word fintech's first recorded use was way back in the 90s, coined by Peter Knight, the editor of a business newsletter in the Sunday Times? Wait. He used it to describe a bot which had altered his mailbox. 30 years later, it's almost everywhere, from a cow in India to pay for a blessing to the payment in the stratosphere. What a smooth transition to our
To an entire industry, for an entire
actually,
industry.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a
this was,
godfather of the fintech industry.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Not so fun, but really
It's interesting
it's
for
a
all
fact.
the aficionados.
Yeah. So.
It was an exciting day. It was.
Definitely was, and for me as well. Not only for you.
Yeah, it
I
was an
should say,
exciting
yeah.
day.
Okay, so how is
Probably-
vote going?
How is the vote going? Can we have feedback from our team? We can move forward. We
they're
can move forward.
discussing and some
Yeah,
of the
it's a huge
the
discussion
results.
here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can move on with the backstage video, and after we will bring back.
I wish you could see them. It's really messy there.
It's a messy process.
Yeah.
But it's been an exciting day, and the preparation and organization of today's event was also very exciting. So we have prepared something very interesting for you, which was fun for us.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, but also a lot of great fun. So let's see what happened up until today's event.
Visa.
I hope.
Really funny video. I hope you. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I hope you enjoyed it. This is what I meant to say. But
Yeah.
it was a fun video. So
Me as
the
well.
voting process is still on.
Yeah.
So we will just have a little bit more of a chat before we move forward. So we wanted to share something as part of our organization.
Beside my fun fact.
Yeah, besides your fun fact, in our project Leader Talks, we invited this year Sevdelina Vasileva from Visa, and she participated in our video series. So we found it really cool that we were also invited to host this event. So we're happy to collaborate and this partnership to go on. So for us, it's a great pleasure, and so far it was great fun.
Yeah.
So we can now move to the closing part, the final part.
Without a fun fact.
Yes,
I don't think
please,
so.
I'm begging you without the fun fact.
Okay, so.
No more fun facts. Yeah.
Well.
And coming back from the backstage, it's time to invite some of the main contributors of the Visa Innovation Program.
So, who is here? Vicky Fotinu from Crowd Policy.
Let's welcome Vicky, also Sabina Babayeva from Headquarters. Welcome.
And Renee Tomova from 11 Ventures.
They will be awarding today's winners, for which you all voted. So the stage is yours, ladies, and all the best of luck to all the startups.
Okay, so let's see now, ladies, what did the audience decide? Because that's when the audience has spoken, and we had 4 elections this year, so we know for sure that when the audience speaks, that's the thing that happens. Let's see what the audience decided. Who is the winner of the Mars competition? So who is going to take us to Mars, and we will survive there because of them, Vicky?
Okay, can you hear me? I think that you cannot hear me? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much for the great award. So without further delay, we're going to announce the winner. But perhaps let's have the chance to speak a little bit about our presence here, because we are really excited to be here with all of you after all this time and giving this award. It has been a long journey, we have to admit, for all these cohorts of the Visa Innovation Program. And we would really like to thank the 18 startups that have participated so far, and mostly the fintechs that were with us in this third cohort, which is Finloop, Parkadoro, Roadcube, Wealthyhood, Welcome Pickups, and Wally. I think you have all enjoyed their interview and product videos. Thanks to the participation in the program, the companies receive support from top payment experts, that's true, and get access to Visa's client banks and to crowd policy community. For the Visa Innovation Program, supporting fintechs is of utmost importance, now more than ever, as we are in the post-COVID era recovery. I would also like to grab the opportunity and thank all of our bank clients who also participated here today and showed in action how committed they are to the Visa Innovation Program, and how willing they are to collaborate with our fintechs participating in all these cohorts. So, about the prize, we're really happy to award the prize to Thinkware, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So Thinkware it is. Okay, I don't know if you see the prize well. Yes, okay. So Thinkware, congrats. You're going to be the one who will conquer Mars.
Well done to Thinkware, and
yes,
thank you,
well
Vicky.
Done.
Thank you for the nice words. Sabina, let's see who is going to save us from the zombie apocalypse. And my God, these movies are awful that our kids are watching, my teenage daughter. So I really think we need a savior. Let's see who this is going to be.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the award, guys, you see. I just want to say that it's absolutely fun for us. I mean, like, this is why all the questions are so fun. Okay, as you see. So all the questions are so fun, and these pictures are so fun. So I want to announce, of course, the winner of this category. But first of all, I want to say that You know, like as a startup ecosystem, any kind of crisis, of course, it's a vulnerability, especially this kind of global scale health crisis that we have lived in, you know. But at the same time, for any crisis, there is a kind of opportunity for all of us. And in startup ecosystem, we accept every crisis first as an opportunity, and then as well vulnerability. So definitely, if the guys are preparing for the zombie apocalypse, so they should be ready to overcome the COVID situation and the COVID crisis that we are living in. So, and I'm sure that despite the fact that many startups didn't survive during the COVID crisis, some of them did a really good job. I mean, like our startups in this batch, they show really good growth. I mean, like
and resilience,
scale,
yes,
resilience, and I mean, like despite any kind of difficulties, definitely they can survive, and they showed it with the thing that they do. So. This nomination goes to Fine Dine from Turkey. Congratulations. So in terms of zombie apocalypses, Fine Dine gonna pivot, change their business model, and definitely save the destiny of the humanity.
At least we will not die from hunger, that's clear.
Yes,
good,
absolutely.
Excellent. And the last award, it's my favorite, because as we have seen, thank you very much, as we have seen from Christo's interview and Christo from Cohort. Cohort has been in the first batch of the Visa Innovation Program and is now steadily on the way to becoming a unicorn, and I wish them to do this as quickly as they moved from round A to round B. The next award is about the startup that we believe has the biggest potential to actually become a unicorn, and the award goes to Paratic. So well done, Paratic. We will be waiting for you in the next batch to give us the good news that you're also on the way to becoming unicorn startup. So I think it's time to wrap up a little bit our program. Thank you very much to our audience for staying with us and looking at the and watching at the demo videos and the interviews of the founders and the panels. And two very quick questions to all of us, actually. If there is one word that you guys will use to describe the past season of the Visa program, what would it be?
I can
Yes,
start if you
yes,
want.
yes,
So
of course.
for us, definitely for Turkish side of the program, it's engagement, because as I mentioned, I mean before, during pandemic it was really tough to reach this level of desired success that we wanted to. But this year it was amazing year for all of us, and I mean like there were so many partners who joined us, so many issues for collaboration, so many points that everybody wanted to touch the startups to help them in terms of the investment, in terms of the proof of concepts, in terms of collaboration, sales, and I mean like whatever. So that's why for us, we really achieved that level of engagement that we wanted to, and we would love to inspire more banks, more financial institutions in our region to come to join us, to touch these startups that we are accepting. Our alumni startups, they're also ready to collaborate with you guys. And definitely we would love to spread and scale this impact that we have for in terms of the partnership and collaboration for the next year as well, for batch 4.
Thank you, Sabina. And Vicky, for you?
Thank you for this question, because we have really seen so much progress during the Visa Innovation Program seasons. And if I had to choose only one word, which is pretty difficult, to be honest, that would be the one, progress. Progress since the beginning of the Visa Innovation Program, progress in the collaboration between the partners, banks, clients banks. Once more, I would like to thank them all for their collaboration. Progress by having new partners joining Visa Innovation Program, Cohort 3 as well. CardLink was a great example, which we also had previously in that panel, Yannis Kordonis, the project manager. and progress in the choice of the startups, because we have also seen that during the program we managed to target better the fintechs which we would like to have them being part of the Visa Innovation Program. So that's the word, progress.
Progress, perfect. And for us, I would say that it's vibrant, because what we saw was that by the fact of enlarging the program to more countries and uniting our efforts, we managed to organize more meetings between the startups, more workshops, and to make this community vibrant internationally, not just in our own countries, which is also great for the progress and engages a larger community.
Yes, exactly.
So for us it would be vibrant. And the last question before we move on to our wonderful hosts for today, that would be, what are your hopes and expectations for the next season? We will start the next season, I hope, in the beginning of next year. So what would be your hopes and expectations?
I mean, definitely we are very hopeful and expecting too much. We want cool startups, we want better startups, we want more partners, we want more progress. So definitely, I mean, like, we want program to be more vibrant, as René just said. So these are the expectations, these are the hopes, and also definitely I think that we already started this example of, you know, like regional expansion. I mean, like, so we can already position ourselves as a regional program, as a regional hub. So I think that we can be able to bring more startups, we can be able to bring more countries, we can scale, we will be able to scale more for during batch 4, absolutely, I believe that. And also this is related for the startups that we already have. I mean, like, because for the last 3 years, and we have been here since 2019, there is a lot of cool startups who are struggling every day, who are scaling their product for the new market, and it's also related to them as well. So I hope that the startup that we already have in all these 3 cohorts, they will be able to scale, and we want unicorn as well. I mean, like, so yeah. So this is what we're expecting.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
It's raining unicorns in the Visa Innovation Program.
From the Visa Innovation Program. And as we are wrapping up, I just want to thank everybody who supported us during this year and this journey. I mean, like, 3 years journey. First of all, it's a Visa team, definitely. I mean, like, Turkish team and regional team, Bulgarian, Greek team. I mean, like, thank you very much, guys. I want to thank our team from 11 Crowd Policy and my guys at headquarters. And also the startups who believe in us, who join us. And the partners, definitely, they were, I mean, like, most probably you remember, guys, from the kickoff, there were so many cool investors, partners, banks, executives, corporate companies who were coming, supporting us. I mean, like, I believe that we can double, triple, multiple this impact, this value that we can bring for the startups for the next year as well. So thank you very much. I'm sorry if I forgot somebody to mention somebody. Really, we're very happy, and thank you to all these amazing, fantastic people who believe in us and who I'm sure will be supporting us in 2022 as well.
Great, great. You covered almost everything, but I would like to say that we are long anticipating the 4th cohort of the Visa Innovation Program. We have already started onboarding new startups in the Greek region, and we would really like to expand, exactly as Sabina said, and onboard more countries, more startup, more technology coming into the Visa Innovation Program. When we started building this program from scratch, actually, with the Visa team, we could never imagine the KPIs and the volume that this program would have. I mean, most of the fintechs have raised big amounts of money, PayHop, of course, is a great example of this, but also Plum.
So many others, of
and
course.
so
That's awesome.
many others. So what more to expect in the fourth cohort than more progress, more partners joining in the program. And we would really also like to thank all of the partners that were with us throughout these 3 cohorts, and we expect more. Thank you, Visa team, thank you, my team, and you for the collaboration. And let's go for the 4th cohort of the Visa Innovation Program.
Great, thank you. And for the Bulgarian partners and stuff, the gratitude from my Turkish and Greek ladies applies to you as well, because if I have to repeat it, it's going to become too long. Actually, I expect only one thing, and I really want to share it. I expect more human connection, interaction in person, hugging more people, seeing more people, and being able to work with more people face to face. I really hope for this, and I do hope for our next meeting in the end of the 4th season to have a full hall of people here and not just a couple behind the cameras, so that we can all enjoy ourselves and have a better connection, and then I believe that we're going to have even much better results. So I think that that's all from us, and now on to you guys for the closing words, our wonderful hosts, Mika and Martin.
Actually, Renee, stay with us.
Stay.
Yeah, stay
Okay,
with us.
I am.
All of you stay
we would
with
like
us.
to thank you for the shared energy, enthusiasm, and congrats once again to the winner startups. And Martin, we don't have any chargebacks. That means
Well, that's a great
yeah,
news.
that means that
That's a great
everybody
news.
is satisfied with today's
Yeah.
event. We did our best.
Yeah, the next season of Visa Innovation Program is soon, so stay tuned.
For sure. Now I want to invite everybody from the team of Visa Innovation to join us here on the stage. Everyone from 11.
Let's
Visa.
have Gary and Vessi, the super women.
Yes.
Behind the 11 Visa team. Come here.
Let them join
and
us.
Todor from Visa and Michael from Crowd Policy.
We can
come
make a
here,
selfie.
guys.
Yeah, we could, but
Come on
before
over.
that,
let's see how we do it. Okay, I will come
Okay.
over here so that there is more.
So
yes, you wanted to give me a hug. Let's
Okay.
hear.
this is actually everyone in the today's event, plus Dobri, Cveti, and Bujan, which are behind the cameras, but also thanks to you guys as well. So thank you everyone for the shared energy, enthusiasm, and all the time and effort you invested in this program. For us with Martin was really an honor to host and moderate this event. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're happy. I hope you're satisfied, and you will continue to follow everything that the Visa Innovation Program creates. It's really valuable and highly important for the fintech ecosystem and community. So thank you guys, really.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
See you
Stay
next
healthy.
time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. And we cut. Bravo. Благодаря.
Thank you.
Can
Thank you very
you
much.